In this life, we all tend to overload on automation. One, two, three.
Oh, what's up, everybody out there? This is Ed and Quinn, Loud from Maui, episode 42. Yeah, yeah. What's up? We're back from Moloka'i. Just flew in yesterday. What a trip that was. It was absolutely amazing. Moloka'i was amazing. Let me tell you, it was something that you have to experience, especially if you're in support of the protectors against the TMT. I mean, in order to really feel the depth of what's going on, you gotta step foot on that mountain. You have to be with all the beautiful, wonderful Hawaiian and local people up there. And I mean, everything was just, yeah. Quinn, how did you feel when you were up there? Wasn't it something that you needed to go through? Something that you needed to feel?
Yeah, it was an awesome experience for sure. Just kind of feeling everybody over there, you know, what a strong community that we could become, or
Yep.
that we already are.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It just kind of strengthens that internal sight that you could see, you know, if anything was to happen, you know, Hawaiian people could get their shit together. You know?
Oh yeah, well, like Keomoku,
Which they
Keomoku
already
said that his batteries is recharged. He came back from Mauna Kea, and he's in Lahaina, and he even says, "Hey, my battery is recharged," and I agree. We were there when they were there. They did ho'okupu for Maui, and it was amazing. So, anyway, you know, everything up there was organized. Everything up there was, they had everything. They had medical tents. They had legal advisors. They had free food, drink, a tent dedicated to food and drink for people for free. They had classes on the history of Mauna Kea, on the culture, on the language. They even had some sign language courses, I heard, at one point. And in Hawaiian, sign language in Hawaiian. Isn't that awesome? And also they have classes on how to be a peaceful protector. So if you were on the front line, because they had different divisions, yeah, they had the front line, the red shirts helped with the front line, I think it was. And, you know, they had other divisions that were there, and they just basically what they showed you is how to be a peaceful protector using Kapu Aloha. Yeah, they were all on Kapu Aloha, which is just everything with pure aloha, pure love. You don't threaten, don't make force against the police or whatever authority figure is there. Yeah, don't cause negative vibes. Everything was just for peace and love, and that's how they operated, and that's how everything was. And they had hula protocol. You know, for the protocol, they have a 12 o'clock protocol and a 6 p.m. And everything was with just aloha only. No selfish motivations, no negative vibes, no anger, which could lead to violence. I mean, it's a sacred place. Why would you bring any negativity there, right? So if you're going to protect a place that is sacred, you have to use, you know, sacred type attitude. You know, you got to be Kapu Aloha. You got to be up there with selfish intentions. You got to be up there for the sacred place. And I don't know. What do you think, Quinn?
Yeah, that was the biggest thing that they were pushing, you know, was you don't want to be the one to ruin it for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
You want to be just on the same page, and these guys organizing everything, they know the game plan, because you can't win with force
Nope.
or
Nope. No, it doesn't work that way.
you're just gonna either get everybody thrown in jail, or these guys are gonna come down and then have a reason to be busting out their pepper spray or whatever sound cannons
Exactly. And you know what? That's how they do it. They use the legal system as a way of using force. And so if you give them the reason to use it, that's how they operate. But like how they said, wear them out with love. Wear them out peacefully. Don't fight back, just sit there. And like that one person who was explaining to everyone about what to do in a peaceful protest situation, she was even saying, don't call them names, don't say anything, and if you feel hostility start building up, just sing like E Aloha E. Remember, everyone started singing that song, E Aloha E, and the mood just went calm. Yeah, it just went calm, and that was the whole secret of it all. And I mean, they're basically what they're doing is they're gaining justice with love. And Hawaii is setting the pace for peaceful protests against injustice around the world. New Zealand, a lot of guys came from Aotearoa, and they're having that problem with their area. They want to build a housing complex or a housing project on their sacred land, and they don't want to. And I guess it's in Auckland. But now they're, instead of fighting and blocking and using, force, they're actually doing it a peaceful way, dancing, song. So it's spreading. And that's what I think. It's starting to spread. And Mauna Kea is setting that pace for all indigenous people out there to finally have their voice heard, but in a peaceful, loving way, whereas the use of violence is gets you nowhere.
It's just in this case, you can't fight fire with fire.
No, you gotta douse it with water.
But everybody, all these communities, they have the numbers already to stand up, and what they're doing is just like a time-based strategy, right?
Yes.
Whoever can hold out the longest.
Yeah.
And when it comes down to it, these guys who are passionate about the Aina and just the land or whatever sacred spot, I don't know, whatever cultures they call it, but just the Aina, they're gonna always win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when it boils down to it, like I'm saying, the other people, they don't really care about the spot. It's all about the money for them.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
It's business. That's what it is. It's business. And these businesses, these corporate pricks, they're paying $1 to be on ceded lands. Yet they're making millions a year. Granted, they're paying their taxes. They're being in what the government sees as legit. But when it comes to the Aina culture, they don't give a rip.
And that's why it's
all
so
about
hard
money
to meet middle ground, is because we're on total opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yep. Well, hey, isn't the airports is all on ceded lands? How much they pay a year? $1, to be there. I'm not sure. This is what I hear. But these people who are telling me these things, they know. And I mean, if that's happening, come on. How greedy can you be? And it's getting to the point now where the government thinks that they can just run the Hawaiian people. Like they just run the land, and it's not the case. It's not the case. And that is what's being brought up now. And not just in Hawaii, but around the world. Because like I said, in Auckland, they're going through the same thing right now. Okinawa, they've been fighting for 20 years already against, their oppressors. I'm not going to say nobody but Japan. Anyway. But you know what I'm saying? So injustices around the world is being met with a peaceful, loving grace that will conquer all. Love conquers all, everybody. That's what it comes down to, right? And it does. It does. And it's been happening throughout history and time. We've seen it before. Gandhi, Martin Luther King Jr., and even Bob Marley stopped a civil war in his hometown. And he got shot. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of Bob Marley, Damian Marley and the Marley Ohana was just recently up at Mauna Kea themselves. And they performed Get Up, Stand Up. In front of, looked like 1,000 people. Or maybe even over 1,000 people. That is something. That's huge. For Junior Gong to just go up there. Hey, what's up? I'm here. I just want to see and stand with you guys. Who else is up there? The Rock. The Rock. Oh, but back to Bob Marley. I just want to say real quick. 30 years later, after his music, and he's still being used for peace and love. That is strong. That is strong.
The legacy.
The legacy. And now the son is upholding that legacy. But anyway, The Rock was there. And they have some funny memes, man, about the Rock. They're like, oh, The Rock is here. You cannot go back because you cannot take one rock from the mountain. You're not supposed to take one rock from the mountain. You cannot take one rock home. I mean, they're just having funny memes like that. But hey, at least he was up there and showing his support. Who else was up there? Let's see. Well, these people weren't there, but they're from Hollywood and they're supporting Mauna Kea. Leonardo DiCaprio, he posted something. And it looked pretty deep. And it looked like he even said a speech and stuff about it. He's for, Mauna Kea. Whoopi Goldberg, she mentioned it on The View. So this is nationwide. This is being, having some attention, major attention. And of course, Lieutenant Governor Josh Green went up there himself with his medical bag in hand and volunteered in a medical tent all day in support of the TMT protectors. The TMT protesters. Sorry, the Mauna Kea protectors.
They're not protesters.
That's why I said the Mauna Kea protectors. Yeah, they're just voicing, how injustice this is by using peace and love. That's what it all comes down to, once again. Just so much things going on up there, everyone. You've got to go, and I say it again, you've got to go up there and experience it yourself. The magic is real. The power is real. And I didn't want to leave. Yeah, Quinn? Yeah, I didn't want to leave, man. I was like, I want to stay up here, man.
Yeah, really, no, that's how you felt. Just, I didn't get to go to much of the classes, but I went to the taro planting class. But we just caught the last end of it. And I don't want to butcher his name, but he's from Lahaina. He ran all the taro patches out there. And he was saying just one thing that, people coming here, you kind of just realize that you actually crave this feeling. And it's a weird thing that he was saying.
No, you do.
It's weird. Like when you go up there, you feel so satisfied.
Yeah.
In a weird way, yeah.
Like Keomoku said, recharged.
Yeah.
Your battery feels recharged.
It's a weird way to explain, but yeah, it was cool how he was explaining like just how Hawaiians were real observant. So just that visual, seeing everybody come together and all of these things coming into place. Just bathrooms, food, structure, education.
Yeah, education.
Right in one area.
It's their own community with university and everything
Pretty
in
crazy.
one.
Yeah.
And that's everyone giving. Everyone's giving. No one's taking. Everyone's giving there. You're giving aloha. You're giving fellowship and friendship and information and knowledge. And like I said, they even had deaf people up there teaching them Hawaiian sign language, you know? I mean, that is just, whew.
Yeah, it's weird just seeing all of that come together.
Together. Yeah.
It's like satisfying.
It is. It is.
Like internally.
Weird
feeling. You gotta go up there, right? Like
Yeah.
I say, it's kind of a hard thing to
Yeah.
explain.
You cannot explain it in words. You have to go up there and feel it in your pu'uwai, in your heart, you know? And yeah, that's what it comes down to is you know, you're so many people being welcoming up there. And it doesn't matter if you pro or anti TMT. Go up there. Even if you pro, go up there, you know? I mean, don't go up there with no selfish intentions. You go up there to learn and open your mind, even though you pro. The reason I'm saying this is because it doesn't matter. You can be treated the same with aloha and love, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And Ige went up there. And even he was welcomed with hugs and aloha. Yeah, no ill will. And in fact, a reporter was trying to press him for information. And one of the, someone who was there to enforce the Kapu Aloha kindly told the reporter, hey, can you actually, you know, he got to talk to the kupuna. Can you, you know, please let him, you know, clear his mind. And I mean, gently told her to please stop pressing him.
Not what it's about.
Yeah. But that's what I mean.
That's why when you're up there, it's easy to grasp the
whole picture. Yeah, because you don't have any other influences clouding your thinking or your thoughts. And but you know, when I saw that, I was like, wow, they are practicing true aloha.
It's the only way.
It's the only way. That's the only way. Like my friend Kale. God bless you, Kale, and your beautiful wife, Kahele. Just like he said, love and aloha will conquer. Is going to conquer all. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And yeah. So. Oh, sorry, everybody. If you could hear a little baby girl kind of mumbling in the background, that's my granddaughter, and we're trying to get her to watch her cartoon, but she's not into it right now. She wants to know what we're talking about. We're talking about pure aloha, love, and the Mauna Kea. Yeah. So, yeah, you know, that's it. You know, that's it. And, you know, right here, pun intended. The scope of it is huge. It's bigger than anyone expected. So that's what we're coming in terms with, man. It is. It's a big scope of the whole picture. Moving on. Fights. I got to get into the fights right now. First of all, Max Holloway defeats Frankie. You know, it was a good fight. Frankie, he did hang in there, but at the end of the day, at the end of the picture, when you see him, especially at the end fight interview, Frankie looked like he got bust up. His head was all lumped. He looked all bruised. Max, he looked like he got hit a couple of times, but he could probably fight next week. But hey, congratulations, Max. Hawaii fighter. Yeah, you did it, bro. Good job. Also on the upcoming fight cards, Destiny, August 3rd. That's this Saturday. Weigh-ins is on Friday at Dave and Buster's. PJ Miranda and Nohea Rollins. They are going to fight in the Destiny fights coming up. And like I said before, this is going to be a good one, people. If you can, I'm sorry, I don't know if they're streaming it or if you can watch it on Facebook. But yeah, if you go to Facebook and try and look up Destiny Fights, I think you might be able to find it. But I'm not sure if they're going to be streaming it. But yeah, hey, fist up for the Maui fighters, man. We got 2 more going up, and they're going against 2 undefeated fighters. I believe they're going for belts. So amateur belts. Let's do this and then
What is the
move
month?
on. August 3rd, Destiny Fights, August 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go and then try it.
Okay, and then also, like I said before, you got the World Fight, what's that, World Fight Championship, WFC, Kendall Groves.
It's the 10th. Huh?
That comes up August 10th, the next week after. So we got all these fight events coming up locally. Guys, take advantage of this if you can. Go and watch these things because we need you people. We need the fans to fill up the chairs to make these promotions or these fight venues happen. When we don't have the fans, we don't have the people, things like this don't happen. And I'm a fight fan, so I'm in full support of this. And this is a good opportunity for our local boys and women, men and women, to show their stuff, to go out and do their thing. And we got some good women fighters here, We got Elimale, she's the champ. And we have several other women fighters out there that is starting to prove themselves worthy, like Lady Samurai, Sumiko. She's up there too now. So, yeah. Anyway, some exciting things coming up, Beckwin. Yeah, anything else you want to talk about? Any surfing competitions, canoe competitions? No?
I've been out of it. I've been just relaxing. I haven't been watching sports. I gotta get
Back
on my
into it, huh?
research a little bit.
Yeah, I think I heard about a canoe club or regatta. Is that what they call it? Regatta? What's a regatta? Is that a competition?
Yeah, it's just like quarter-mile tracks over here.
Oh, okay.
And then you do down and backs. Kids do like quarter miles.
Okay.
Adults do like miles. And then August 4th there's the state race in Kaua'i though.
Oh, okay. There
Yeah.
you go. And Kaua'i holding it down. Yeah.
Hanalei Bay.
Oh,
Everybody
Hanalei
be,
Bay.
racing out there, but I guess like I don't know, get a lot of paddle ticks. Like politics. But
Paddle ticks.
that's what they call it. But I don't know, I guess a lot of clubs not going over there. It's kind of expensive to fly out to Kaua'i.
To
that's why.
Kaua'i. Yeah, yeah.
Like even
Which
my
is a
grandpa
bummer.
guys, they're not shipping over the koa.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like $4,000 nowadays to ship that over.
Wow. Yeah, and Kauai is so far. That's unfortunate though, because I'd like to represent Kauai in their regattas. Yeah. And
Yeah.
you heard about that one in the mainland? I think they supported Mauna Kea. So they I don't know if they stopped the regatta, but I know they took time out to
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, shucks, I don't know where it was. Oh, yeah, try to look it up. Maybe it was
Got these
Seattle, maybe?
applicants. These are pretty cool. This is today, 29.
First time home buyers program,
for
right?
young kids,
Oh.
low kid income.
Well, we need as much support as we can
I was
because
just looking into it, like, how good are these programs that they're,
Yeah.
making?
Yeah.
It should be a lot better.
Well, being that Hawaii is mostly based on tourism, our economy, it's hard not to be a server. It's hard to get out of that service job because that's what we're kind of all stuck in. So unless you're going to school and becoming a doctor, a lawyer, that kind of, it's hard just trying to succeed in Hawaii because of the price, the cost of living is so high. We're all struggling here, and I think that's the problem is that the rich is still making money and the poor is just still trying to make ends meet. And so that's that's what we're up against. But that's what the world is up against, right? So you know what this means? Go to school, get your degree.
Yeah.
And make sure it's a degree in something that you want to do and is not going to be taken over by AI in about 2 years.
But then that's the consumer perspective back again.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah.
they gave 16 lots in Lana'i.
That's almost the whole island.
For real. Good though.
Yeah.
Good. Vacant lots awarded to, what is this? I don't even know. It's Hawaiian homelands, but I don't know who.
Hey, if you guys back out there, if you hear like Donald Duck laughing in the background, sorry about that, but that's my granddaughter. It's the only way we can keep her settled down and quiet for the most part. If not, she'd take over the show. She'd be the one talking right now about Kapu Aloha, and I would be watching Donald Duck on the side. But yeah, so if you hear Donald Duck laughing in the background, that's actually my granddaughter. But moving on. Entertainment. There's a lot of good movies coming out, man. A lot of good movies. And shoot, I don't know where to start. But I will start with that new Quentin Tarantino movie, the one in Hollywood. What's the name of that movie? Shoot. Oh, shucks, it just slipped my mind. Something about Hollywood. Look it up. Quentin Tarantino. It looks like good. Brad Pitt. And the reason I'm bringing this up because Leonardo DiCaprio, he's in that one, and everyone's saying that this is from Pulp Fiction. This is going to be his next masterpiece. So hey, we're going to see, right? Quentin Tarantino. What's the name of that movie? What? Down and Out in Hollywood? No. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You know, I knew that was the title, but I was thinking Once Upon a Time in Mexico. For some reason, I think he made another movie. It was Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I'm not kidding, with Johnny Depp. Anyway, so yeah, that movie looks good. Can't wait to see it. A New King's Men, guys. That movie looks good as, all the Kingsmen. I like Kingsman 1, I like Kingsman 2, and this new one coming out. Of course, they had to change the actor. This is a new kid. It's not that guy, Taron Egerton, the one that was Elton John. But the movie looks good. So, actually, it looks more like a prequel to The Kingsmen. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a continuing from number 2. It looks like it was a prequel, like it's showing the history of how they became the Kingsmen. And also,
was that one of the good Hobbs?
Yeah, Hobbs and Shaw. We talked about that last one. I can't wait to see that one.
Oh, that's good.
That one looked like some action. Like Fast and Furious kind of action.
The Rock, yeah? He's in there too?
Yeah. The Rock and Jason Statham. And remember I was talking about that part where the two semi-trucks is crossing each other? You seen that yet?
I think I might have
And then trailers, and then he spins the car under the trailers.
At the airport.
And then as the two wheels is passing, the guy, the Popola guy on the motorbike, he jumps off his bike and he slides on the ground. He holds the chair and he weaves right between the wheels. You see that? And he weaves right between them.
Do you think somebody...
It's partial stunt, partial computer graph. Yeah, CGI. Like, I'm sure they had a motorcycle guy jump. You don't know.
I know. See, that's...
You don't
is
know.
The semi
They're so
real,
good now.
Or is the motorcycle
Yeah,
real?
exactly. It's so good.
Or that guy's just sitting in a green room.
I think the guy, yeah.
And then someone slides in.
If you look up the commercial, you see that part. It looks real. And it looks like he weaves between the wheels. It's amazing.
Crazy to think, yeah, like... You gotta actually see how it's made, you know.
Yep, exactly. And speaking of The Rock, also Jumanji Part 2. Yeah, he's coming out with Jumanji Part 2. Same characters, but different story. So I think they're all the same. Jack Black, all of them. But Kevin Hart, but different story scenario, of course. But they got the same cast. And then also... oh, shucks, it just slipped my mind. I wanted to talk about it too. What was that other movie? Oh, gosh. And then watch, I'm gonna remember it later, and I'm like, shoot, I wanted to talk about it. Oh, well. Anyway. Yeah, you know what? Everything. We just had such a busy weekend, such a busy week. Trying to organize this podcast and everything. We were just kind of going off of what we experienced and what we felt. And that's pretty much what we felt, this past weekend. Just amazing, powerful, overwhelming love and aloha. And the people up there, they're doing good. We are doing good. Not only as a people, but as a nation, And it's all the people around the world, once again, this is something happening, man. This is a fire that's burning and it's getting bigger. It's not dying anytime soon. And so, hey,
Keep swapping. It's cool. It's like shifts.
yeah.
People just taking shifts
Yep.
from the islands
Yep.
coming in
Yep.
from the airport. You
Oh
see
yeah.
everybody
Oh
drive
no,
off.
no, I can see on Facebook posts already. I can honestly say I counted about 20 people that is planning on going up there next week.
Perfect. Just
I know.
relieve.
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
up there, you know.
Yeah. It's just getting bigger. It is. This is like that pebble rolling down that snow covered mountain. And by the time that thing hits the bottom of the hill, it's a boulder, you know? It's huge. And that's what's happening here. Choo! Oh, we're coming up on almost 30 minutes, everybody. So, you know what? Hey, from Loud to Maui to everyone out there, keep aloha real in your neighborhoods, in your community. You know, Kapu Aloha doesn't just stop at the end of Mauna Kea when you leave the mountain. It continues on. And so if we all practice that on a daily, I think our world would become a better place. You know, and just real quick, it's so funny because some people they're posting, yeah, I practice Kapu Aloha, but 1 minute in Walmart and everything's out the window. Don't let Walmart do that to you. Don't let, you know, people with negative attitudes do that to you. Anyway, here we are, back on Maui, loud from Maui. And until next time, everybody, hey, we see you later, Larat, eh? So, shoots, Larat.